Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Cover the Spread for Wednesday, March 19th, 2025. And as always, we always do, we'll get you three plays here in the college basketball action. As we always do, we'll just see how everybody's doing today, and then we'll get right to these three plays for you. So we'll kick it on over to Sean. How's your Wednesday treating you, Sean?
All right, ready to go here. Another day of college basketball. Let's get at it. What are we waiting for? Let's go.
Exactly, right? Exactly. Let's get into it. Let's cover the spread again. So heading on over to Al. How are you doing, Al? You ready to kick Wednesday right in the teeth?
Always. I'm looking forward to it. I think we got a good chance to do that with the three games we're looking at. So as Sean said, let's get to it.
Exactly right. Let's just jump right into these the three we got going. We're going to kick it off here with Mount St. Mary's taking on American laying 2.5. What a run by Mount St. Mary's to get to this point to the play-in game here. We're going to kick it on over to Al because this is his game. What do you think here in this one? American laying 2.5 total, 129.5. Mount St. Mary's, American U.
Yeah, as you said, they've been playing some great basketball, and they've been doing it through their defense. And in this matchup, they got a big advantage on the glass. So again, these are two, as I've mentioned a lot on these videos, two advantages I love this time of year. However, they do need to take care of the ball here. They've been turning over about 14.5 times per game, which is pretty bad number there. But again, I'm not too worried about it against the team that averages just 6.6 steals per game. I don't think they'll do enough to take advantage of those turnover woes. I'm going to take the points with Mount St. Mary's and actually like them to win this game outright. So might look at them on the money line as well, but we're taking the points here.
Heading on over to Sean. What do you think here in this one? American and Mount St. Mary's.
Yeah, Mount St. Mary's is a team I made a little money on coming down the stretch here out of the AA MAC. These guys 7-2 last 9 on the road, covering a number. Their 2 losses, they're actually favored in those spots. So kind of throw that out the window. I wish we'd have another point or two here. I wish it was like 3.5 or more. But what can you do? They're playing well, right? I mean, listen, you're playing in the game here. You're obviously on a little bit of a win streak, knocking off teams in your conference and stuff like that. So both teams are playing well. But I'm with Al here. Let's go Mountaineers. Cover the spread.
Right? Exactly. You got to go with Mount St. Mary's here in this one. We know that little run that they were on. They got disrespected that whole way. We've seen in those games, they were getting like 4.5 that one, and it's shot right up. And then they got 8.5. And it was like, what is going on with these spreads? And it was like, they just kept winning, kept covering. As Sean says, I would love to have a couple more points here, but I don't think we need these points here. Look what Mount St. Mary's has been doing defensively over their last 5, holding teams to 34.9% field goal shooting, which is holding them down to an average of about 58.6 points a game. Give it to American. They can play some defense as well, but they're giving up about 62 points a game over their last 5. So American stepped up that way, but overall in the year, they're still giving up about 67 points a game on average. And it's about St. Mary's offense slightly little better than what American U is doing. So I'm in agreement. Take Mount St. Mary's. Grab a couple of points if you want. They've been rolling along in their last 5, 4-1, 4-0 against that number. Sprinkle on that money line. I think they got a shot to outright American in this one.
And about getting those few extra points. You mentioned how that line shot up in their last couple of games. And yeah, I know we were on together and we were both shocked at those moves. But yeah, we may get that line move again. So, maybe wait on this one a little bit. But hey, I love the points we're getting and the money line on right now. So the value on both right now. So might as well, might be worth taking a shot now and watching that move and maybe take another one after it moves again.
Sounds good, right? So heading on over to the next game we're looking at, we got Northern Iowa and the Panthers taking on SMU. SMU laying 10.5 here. Total 145.5. This is Sean's game, so we're going to kick it on over to Sean. Let us know what he thinks. Uni versus SMU.
The SMU 10.5 point. Now, listen, 1 seed in the NIT. You're on your home court. I get it. 10.5. Who the heck? What's the best win these guys got? Pittsburgh? Who's their key win? And Northern Iowa, I was like, you know what? I kind of thought, if I'm going to take a shot here in the Valley to win instead of Drake or Bradley, that would be a team I thought would maybe pull an upset, right? 9-3 down the stretch. Your losses were to, those two good teams, and they are pretty good teams, both Drake and Bradley. They ended up laying an egg and losing to Valpo. Listen, you shoot 11 of 21 from the free throw line, you're not beating Valpo, you're not beating anybody. I just think this is too many points. The Panthers, they're just a tough it's just the kind of way they play ball. They're like rock fights, these guys. So I think they'll slow a little bit down here. SMU, all right, nice little season. Last year you got upset in the NIT. Maybe you're feeling a little more at home, but too many points for me here to think about taking SMU. So I'll look to cover the spread and take the Northern Iowa Panthers to get it done here on Wednesday.
Nice. Heading on over to Al. What do you think here in this one? SMU and Uni.
Yeah, well, I'm never one to lay points, especially not lay big numbers, especially not double digits lightly, and can't really do it here. I mean, the one big edge I see for SMU, and the one thing I'm mainly worried about here is their big advantage on the glass. So Northern Iowa does need to box out there, but is that enough for me to lay double digits? I don't think so. So I'm with Sean on this one, and again, just box out and keep this one competitive, and I think we got to cover here.
Right? Kind of agreement. I lean the points with Uni as well, but I like the under here. I think this is 145.5, 145 I see in places. I think it's just too many points. I think defense of Northern Iowa able to slow up SMU a little bit, kind of like what we've seen SMU in that last one. Clemson was able to slow them up, and we didn't even see either score into the 60s. Northern Iowa is definitely known for their defensive prowess, and I think they slow SMU up here. SMU, we know they love to play with pace, but I don't think they're going to be able to play with that same type of pace here in this game. I like the under in this matchup. Low scoring one, first to 70 wins this one. If either team gets to 70, we're looking at teams probably be somewhere in the mid 60s, which also gives us a cover. So give me the under in this one. Heading on over to the last slate with the game we're looking at. We're looking at another play-in game here. We got we got the Xavier taking on Texas here in this one. It did open 1.5, and I see it's shot up to 3.5 now for Xavier, laying 3.5 in this one, taking on Texas. And hey, Texas played their way into this play-in game and looking real good doing it. Xavier nearly cost us the spread last time. We did get the cover by the half a point. I know I said take up the money line as well, but they didn't cover. They missed the cover by that half a point. So it's just one of those spots I don't want to jump to Xavier, not laying 3.5 in a game that's going to come right down to who's got the ball last. Texas has been bringing it over their last 5, and I think they bring it here. This line has just went too far for my liking. I'll take Texas plus the 3.5. Give me the dog of over a possession here. That's what I like in this one. Give me Texas plus 3.5. Heading on over to Sean. What do you think here in this one, Xavier or Texas?
Well, do I really got to go on another rant like I just did in yesterday's video, like North Carolina with this Texas squad? 6-12, the 13th best team in the SEC, and somehow you get invited to the big dance. I don't even understand how that's even possible. No. I mean, granted, he had a nice little tournament run to save face here. You're still 19 and 50. No, I can't do it. I understand you want to take the points because they've again, and you played Tennessee tough for a half. You were there. I mean, that was your what, third game in 3 nights too. Vanderbilt, that's a tough little gritty kind of squad, Vandy. They score wins at home, so that was not a take for, they were an underdog in that. It wasn't a take a win for granted kind of game. You beat A&M, who's not bad. They're top of they're not Auburn and Bama in Florida, but good enough. I don't know. I don't know if they have it in them here. I'll be a pass here. Rodd, you've been hot in the show. I'm gonna because I don't like Xavier here. I don't like Xavier, so that's it. I'm a pass. I'm sorry, folks. I'm letting you know how I feel. I can't come in here and tell you to bet one way if I'm not going to do it. So. But I gotta get the Texas hate with the North Carolina hate and the disrespecting of Louisville's 18 wins. There's a lot to We should just do a show of me venting on the tournament selection committee.
Right? Well, I agree, because it's like when you look at the numbers and stats to say how did Texas get to here at this point? But it's like you said with North Carolina the other day that hey, it's just like in poker. All it takes is a chip and a chair, and guess what? Texas got themselves a chip and they got themselves a chair. So I'm thinking they take big full advantage of what we've seen. I just X didn't bring it for us last time, so I can't do it again. I went on the big rant, so it's just like I like Texas here. I don't know where to Al. What do you think here in this one, Al?
And sometimes nothing wrong with taking a pass on a play. You know, you got a million games to bet. You don't have to bet them all. So fair enough on Sean taking a pass, but I don't mind taking a little stab here on Texas and riding with Rodd. They got the better offense. They got the edge on the glass. And again, they should be fine as long as they don't give up too many points off of steals against a team that likes going for those steals. But again, Longhorns do take pretty good care of the ball, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'll ride with Rodd here. I'll take the points, Texas.
Sounds good. Sounds good. That wraps up our Wednesday slate of college basketball action. Just before we head on out, we'll give you a quick little recap. First game we looked at was American taking on Mount St. Mary's, and hey, we were all in agreement. We're not pulling the Hogan dance and coming at you. We're taking Mount St. Mary's to eliminate American in that one. Grab the points for Mount St. Mary's. An agreement there. And then the other one we're looking at Northern Iowa taking on SMU. Al and Sean in agreement take Uni plus the points. I lean to the Uni plus the points as well, but I like the under in that one. I think it's a slower paced defensive style game. And then the last one we looked at was Xavier taking on Texas. We're going to grab those points that you're giving us with Texas there in that one. Sean made a pass because he just one of those spots. He doesn't want to. He can't consciously give you a play on that and say, "Hey, you just can't do it." It's we understand. Hey, sometimes you gotta be selective and make a play. But I love Texas. God bless Texas with his own hand. Brought down angels from the prom. Okay, I won't be singing anymore.
Oh my goodness, what's happening? We're getting off the rails.
Yeah, I know. We went off.
You bust the guitar out.
We've been off the rods.
But me and Al agree. Take Texas there plus the points. That wraps up Wednesday's slate of the three games we covered. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. And hey, give us a comment. And if you are going to fade us, then let us know that you're going to fade us. So we don't mind that as well. Any comment is a good comment. So appreciate it, everybody.
Before the game.
Yeah, make sure you let us know before the game. Don't say after that I'm going to fade you. It's like, come on. Thanks, everybody. Have yourself a wonderful Wednesday. And what are we doing here?
Cover the
spread.